it's fascinating how he connects anger to something much deeper, to your soul. It's not just a fleeting emotion. It's a part of you trying to get your attention.
Right.
Like he also writes this, feelings are a reflection of how we feel, and we feel based on how we have learned to feel.
Wow.
So basically it's like our reactions aren't always rational. They're tied to like past experiences, the patterns we've developed over time.
I see. So it's not necessarily, the present situation that's causing the anger, but maybe something deeper.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of just like reacting with anger, we need to kind of pause and ask ourselves, what's at the root of this? What am I avoiding? What am I holding on to?
Yeah, you got to get to the source. And then once you understand it, you can actually use that energy, that anger, in a positive way.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it just said we feel how we have learned to feel. And I want to touch on that point because think about an experience that you had in the past and it was unpleasant, it was painful. But the only thing you have associated to that experience is the negative emotion. So you have a whole sentence, a whole memory, a whole picture in your head that includes several points of interaction. And the only thing you have associated to it is something negative. So when there's a trigger that shows up in the future, you just relate it to negative. So that's why you get angry, because it's unpleasant. You've dealt with this kind of thing before, and that's all you know. So my point to this is you have to be able to reflect on it. You have to be able to think about break through the situation, right? Like break through all the little things that took part in that experience and understand it was in the past and truly admit how it made you feel. Like what I do is trying to find the best reason why something happened to me with everything. Every week, if I keep doing this, the answer might change, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm not attached to one specific answer. Every time it changes based on what I can learn from it. So I can tap back into it and be like, okay, I've actually dealt with this before, and I thought it helped me with patience, but it was more like seeing the pattern that's gonna influence me in a negative way. So my point is you have to reflect on those emotions and build a relationship with those feelings, because when you don't and you put them all in a big bag, like tinfoil bag, right, in tinfoil ball, you've suppressed all these emotions and you've called them negative. So when there's a trigger of that little tinfoil ball, then you automatically feel unpleasant and you feel angry because you can't really understand what it is. And that's the whole point, like being able to create relationships with your own feelings. So here's the question then. What is the best thing you can get out of an old negative experience? An old traumatic experience? Do you just have it labeled as a trauma? Do you just have it labeled as pain? What is the best things that you can pull out of it? How can you grow from it? And the only way to do this is to admit to yourself how you felt. That's kind of how you learn to refine your own personality and understanding how things affect you, to create boundaries, to protect your mental health in the future, to protect your physical health in the future.